been a long time since we talked. I apologize for that. It's been a lot. It's been a week since I started in my new job. Yeah, it's been good. It's been good to see people again. Yeah, I really missed community. Every single day this summer I've just been home pretty much, except from the week when I was in Spain and met some friends and stuff, but for the most part I've just been home alone. So it's actually nice to come to a place every day and see people and talk to people and actually do something productive. It's actually not too bad for being like September. It's now officially fall. It's not sunny though, but I mean, it doesn't feel like it's fall yet. I thought I'd take my camera out for a little spin today, just start using all the functions that my camera has to offer. You know, I've been shooting in HLG3, which is a picture profile that is like, it's not as flat as S-Log3, but it's a little bit more flat than no picture profile, just so you have a little bit of room to play with the colors and stuff. But this time, shooting at S-Log3, thought it was time for me to put on my big girl boots and start actually getting better in whatever I'm doing. I want to get better at making videos, and color grading is an aspect of that. You know, I do get a lot of comments regarding my color grading and my picture profiles and stuff, and every time it's like, yeah, I have a very easy answer to that, because I literally just put on a setting. I have a setting on my camera I use a lot, and then I adjust the colors a little bit here and there. But I want to get better. I want to like improve in that field. I want to learn as much as I can, and I also want to be able to teach it to others. It's not just clicking a few buttons here and there, and I did it because Google said it. Like, I want to learn it, and I also want to be able to teach it. What a gray and sad day this is. Nothing like a trip in the royal yard. There's always someone smoking weed here. I kid you not. There's always the smell of weed here. This is so pretty. Finally home again, as we always are at the end of the day. I actually got a comment that I don't look into the actual lens, so if you're watching this video, I hope you notice that I am trying to not look at the monitor and try to have real eye contact with you who are watching this video. I really want to have that deep connection with you. What else do I have to report from the last time we have spoken? I have an update, but it's boring, so you probably don't care, but I have now managed to do a pull-up. Look at me reaching all my goals. Yeah, started a new job. It's been a week now. It's a good start. I feel good about it. But we don't settle, you know. On my channel, we don't settle for good. We don't settle until we are mesmerized when we look at ourselves in the mirror and think about all of our achievements. We don't settle for, it's fine. We want the best of the best. We don't stop until we have outperformed ourselves in every single way. Outperformed ourselves. Like, I have really maxed out every fiber of myself. Now you know a little bit about me. By the way, if you're new here, my name is Signe, I'm 32. I just started a new job in customer service, and I love to make YouTube videos on my spare time. Today, we are gonna dive into something else. Someone reached out to me and wanted me to do a review. And that's exciting, because I don't get too many of those emails. But yeah, Dehancer reached out to me and asked me to do an honest review about their film emulation plugin, which I thought sounded fun. It's really fitting because, as I spoke a little bit about earlier, I have been trying to dip my toes into the space of color grading and all that. I haven't really done too much of it, but I'm learning, and film emulation is fun. I think that's, it's a cool look. It's definitely something that I want to learn more about. So I thought this would be a great video to test out Dehancer and see if we like it. I'm not getting paid to talk about Dehancer. This is an 100% honest review. I've never tried it before, but I do have a code. So I do get a little bit of commission if someone chooses to sign up with my code. So yeah. Let's get started. Let's see what this Dehancer is all about and if we like it or not. I gotta give a little bit of a disclaimer. I have been lurking in Dehancer for quite a bit, actually, just because when I initially filmed this, I had no idea what I was doing, and it wouldn't have been a good video. You would have just seen me like I had no clue what I was doing. Now I know a little bit more. I still am very new. I am in no way a professional grader or a professional colorist, and this video is just gonna show you how I have chosen to do things. First things first, we got our clip in our timeline. This is me. As you can see, it's shot in S-Log3, so everything is as flat as things can be. That was a rap verse. Nothing too crazy going on here. What we want to do is we want to start with grabbing an adjustment layer that will fit this entire clip, just for editing flexibility, just in case if you mess up, you don't actually affect the clip, you just affect a layer on top of the clip. After you downloaded Dehancer, you're gonna search for it up in the effects panel. Currently I'm just rocking the version 7.3.4, and it's gonna look something like this. Okay, so it's not a one-click solution, this plugin. I learned from watching various YouTube videos that the best thing to do is to just remove all of the effects that is already here. Just enable all the effects that are already put on it. Just remove it so we can come back to it later and apply whatever we want. All right, just making sure everything is turned off. Okay, so we're working on a fresh, straight out of the camera footage. There's no conversion LUTs on this, but we can change that if we go here to input, press the source where it says Rec 709, and here we can choose the camera. So if you're lucky and your camera is on the list, oops. Oh, that kind of looked nice, but that's not what we're going for. So you're gonna choose the camera if your camera is on the list. If your camera is not on the list, my suggestion would be to find a camera with the same sensor. So I shot this on the Sony a6700 with S-Log3 S-Gamut3 Cine. So we're gonna go with that, and boom, it's been converted to a normal looking footage. All right, so that's basically the first step. So everything after that is creative. Let's continue. So here we have the exposure tab. I don't think we're gonna do too much about that. Just kind of leave it where it is. Temperature wise, I kind of think it's cool. Maybe turn it a little bit warmer. Tint, don't really have to do much with that either. I like to keep it pretty balanced. Let's go down to the next category here. We have the film slider, and here we can choose a profile for our video, and this is most likely what's gonna determine the look of your footage the most. Here you have like lots of different profiles that's gonna turn your image. Enable. We gotta enable that stuff before we change it, obviously. So you have Kodak profiles, you have Fujifilm, a lot of different looks that kind of changes the look of your footage. So I'm actually gonna go with the one in the bottom because I felt like that was such a nice, it gave such a nice tone. You just play around with it really, like it's fairly easy to just play around with it, see where it takes you. I like a little bit of saturation, not too much though, but I like a fair amount because colors make me happy. I'm not really gonna do anything with this. However, halation is something we do want to experiment with, and halation just really gives your image that dreamy look. It's that red diffuse effect around the edges, so you really just want to play around until you find the look that suits you. I'm not sure what I think 16 might be the best. Yeah, I think 16 is the best. And also bloom. Bloom is the effect that smooths out the edges and it just adds to that dreamy look. You see the difference without, with. Sorry, my screen is so little. I just have to take a close look at what I'm doing here. So yeah, you really just play around with the sliders here. Film damage, I also don't think I want to do anything with that. You just play around with it until the image becomes something that you like. So when you're happy with your footage, you can easily just like turn off the adjustment layer just to like see the difference. Why am I standing like that? I look like I'm ready to beat you up. Before, after, before, after. I would say it's fairly easy to use. It's very intuitive. It also comes with a setup guide. So you can easily learn how to install it and how to use the functions. So yeah, definitely a very quick and easy way to make your image look like film emulation. I think my favorite part of it is the halation and the bloom effect. It's just very easy to make it look dreamy. So there you have it. That's Dehancer for you. I would say it's a cool plugin. I liked how to use it. The only downside is of course the price. It's a monthly fee. Yeah, so for photo and video it's $25 a month, and then you get the plugins for DaVinci, Final Cut, After Effects, and Premiere, the normal editing softwares. They also have an app, Dehancer Mobile, and they also have an online version. I want to thank Dehancer for giving me the chance to test out their plugin, and yeah, if you have any questions, leave them down below. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.